Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Denise. Today we're going to talk more about the knowing that all possibilities exist only within you. And so, what did I title this? I am expecting and selecting. And that's how I want you to understand this. Okay, we're going to get into it. But before we get into it, I also want to let you know that I have a specific person workshop coming up Wednesday, February 12th at 11 a.m. PT. That's Pacific time. What did I want to say about this? You don't have to be available to attend it live. Once you sign up for the workshop, you can email me your concerns, your questions, your circumstances, and I will absolutely address them during the workshop. And then everybody that signs up will also have the link to view the video that will remain on YouTube as unlisted, only available for those with the link. So, there's that. All right. So last video I talked about, and I've talked about this so many times before, about everything existing, but it doesn't exist the way we're perceiving our 3D reality to exist, right? In fact, this is where things are just shadows. They're just reflections. This isn't even the real existence of anything. This is just the experience that we've created as the shadow of the concept we're holding, or the state we're holding of ourselves, or the state we're embodying, right? So the only real reality, the only real truth is I am, is all that is everything. Everything is within that. That is everything. And so when we understand that I am and Denise are one and the same, but Denise feels separate from I am, and Denise is trying to manifest things in her reality. What I'm missing sometimes, or what we can be missing, is that Denise is also a manifestation. This is a manifestation of I am. So we can't do anything. I am part of the shadow, right? This physical form, this identity, this body, this conscious experience of who I am and what I've been through and what I'm trying to achieve and where I'm headed and what might happen, all of that is also a manifestation. So we really need to remember that what we want to do is pull ourselves from this limited perspective and reconnect with, reach out toward, tap back into the grander I am, the I am that is all, right? This is what we would call the subconscious mind. It's tapped into everything, it's everything, and it all exists within. And so, like, from there, all things are possible, right? With God, all things are possible. From there, that's where the kingdom of heaven is. The keys to the kingdom of heaven lie within your ability to remove your awareness from Denise, or your concept that you're holding of yourself. You don't have to change it and be different. You just have to know that it's not who you truly are, right? Like it's not truth. It's not who you truly are. It's a shadow of a state. It's a shadow of a concept. It's a shadow of thoughts, assumptions, and beliefs. It's a shadow of a perspective of all that is. It's a level of creation. It's a level of existence. It's right. And so we're learning over and over again, and maybe we have to continue to remind ourselves that we're going back. We can't manifest from here. This doesn't matter. Like, this is why, like, these emotions that we have don't matter. The thoughts that we have don't matter. The fears and doubts and concerns that we have don't actually matter. Now, this is the law of assumption. So if you are focused on your emotions, your thoughts, your fears, your worries, and your concerns and your doubts, and you have an assumption that they're in the way of you actualizing your desire, then yes, that will be your experience. But the ultimate truth is no, those things don't actually matter. They are powerless until you, as the observer, give them power. They're powerless until you look at it and say, "Oh, that must mean something. Oh, that's gonna cause a problem. Shit, I got to stop doing that. I better stop being that person. That's not gonna work." Right? Now, that all being said, obviously, we don't want to think negative thoughts. We don't want to have these intense, strong emotions. We don't want to have negative feelings that become our state. yeah, I get that. That's the goal, and that's why we have all these techniques and these ways of learning to think differently than we've been thinking, learning to view ourselves differently than we've been viewing ourselves. We're just expanding, though. We're not exactly changing. We're not becoming something different. We're just like that old version is still there within because it all exists within. So we're increasing our scope. We're seeing more. We're getting closer to seeing more of the truth of who we really are, which is literally everything. So that's why, like, when we can focus more and more on the knowing that it all only exists within, like, that was huge for me because the reminder that it all only exists within consistently helped me pull my attention from this conversation or this text message or this argument or what this person's doing and how they're like, whatever, whatever. It helped me continue to come back to source. It's all within. It's all within. And when we know it's all within, it's much easier for us to then choose and select the ideal. You get to select from knowing it's all within you. There's this confidence or this ease or this, it just feels, there's no resistance in choosing, right? When I'm thinking of I am Denise and I'm this manifested version of me and I have this self-concept and I've had these past experiences and I have these thoughts that I have to clean up and these worries, of course it's going to feel hard, like I can't select because I'm powerless there. You are. This little small version is nothing. It's a shadow of this sliver of perspective of all of existence, right? It's an angle of possibility. It's just one little increment of so much more. And so when I'm thinking from there, yeah, it's not as easy to just, select it and then wait for it to show up. It will. It's not that easy, right? But when we can continue to remind ourselves that all of that version of you and the one that you're desiring to be or desiring to experience, and the version of, your financial status that you're desiring and your specific person, when we continue to know internally that all of that only exists within us, then we can see how we have the ability to just select it and know that it's going to show up and not worry about it, right? And anytime we start to fall back into this, oh no, I'm Denise and I'm scared and I'm worried and what's going to happen, we can go back to that knowing. And that's what being still and know that I am is. It's just that. It's just taking seconds or minutes or just however long you have or want to just stop and bring your awareness back inside, because that's where everything is. Everything, even the things you're seeing out here now, that's all they are. They are simply projections or reflections of previous states of consciousness that you've held. And so in here, you have the ability, you have access to all states of consciousness at all times. Out here, I don't have that. Denise doesn't have that. Denise is this, there's no free will out here. This Denise doesn't have free will. I have free will when I go in here. That's where my free will is. That's where my ability is to connect with all that is. That's where my ability is to connect with a version of myself that's experiencing something different than this Denise version has been experiencing, right? So there's my video for today. You guys are amazing, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.